Sitting on the edge and I'm drowning in my misery. I got too many fallen soldiers, can't just throw away our memories. I saw my heart so cold, can't nobody blame me. They told me they would stay true.
Yeah.
I've been on a long road, just trying to find my peace. They told me they would stay true.
Rest in peace to Reed.
Hard time made me hard body, bitch, I'm a stepper. Since a new school had loose screws, they call me reckless. Even blue school
Fatty,
cop
what's up,
two blues,
Fatty?
that was my
You joining us
breakfast.
today?
Mixing all these drugs is fucking up my digestion. I was doing wrong, still praying to get my blessings. Run up on me wrong, I'm feeling
You joining us today, Fatty? You joining me today?
Bitch won't leave me alone, I'm kicking shit like I'm Kevin. Romance, but I'm like, no man, man, I still fuck the two in slow jams. You know I go in and she get nasty with the thought I had to take my bro in. She gon' do it for the dog shit.
Shout out to Fatty. We got Fatty came through this motherfucker fucking with us tonight, y'all. She probably here for a minute going next. Don't worry about it. Shout out to Fatty. We got Fatty this motherfucker. What'd you say, Fatty?
I said, what you mean am I joining you today?
Are you participating in the podcast today?
What's the subject?
Interracial dating.
Can I just give you my perspective now?
If you may.
To each his own, but personally, I believe in repopulating the black race. So I'm not dating outside my race. I only like black men. I'm committed to that. I'm not cool with the pink PP. And yeah.
Like what? The pink PP.
I like the chocolate sauce.
She definitely meant Pink Panther. She definitely meant Pink Panther, not the pink.
Yeah, I don't want no raw meat.
So you can't date. You wouldn't date at all.
Not a white guy, not seriously. Would I go spend his money? Probably. Would I take him
What's dating to
serious?
you?
Dating is like really trying to connect. Like, so, like moving with intention, trying to get to know somebody and things like that, of that nature. I'm not interested in even getting to know a white
All
person.
right, so, okay, so not a European person, Caucasian, right?
Not no
What about
Asians, not no Mexicans, not no Arabs, none of that.
Just he's just all black, huh? I know that's right. Now, here's the thing. I can date, right? I could go on a date with any other race or a few dates or whatever. But to be with them, however, nah. I'm sowing my royal oats where they began. You know what I mean? And I ain't against it, though. You know what I'm saying? I just...
No, yeah, I mean, if that's what you like, if you like a little swirl, then I'm here for it. You gotta get your swirl on. But me personally, I don't even like the way that looks. Like, for me.
Okay, so...
So for me, I'm always gonna be wondering if you say nigga under the cut. Like, I'm always gonna be wondering.
Are you offended by nigga?
No, but I just, we say nigga.
Yeah, so shout out to white
But
boy.
I'm not letting no white man call me no nigga or use the term nigga loosely and comfortably around me either. And I'm cool. You got one time to call me a nigga bitch when you mad, I'm gonna slice your face wide open.
Damn. Sir, I've been called worse by better people, ma'am, whoever. Like, you gotta relax. If that's all you coming with. But how about when you're younger and you're older, and he chooses?
If that's his choice, but my son woke as fuck personally. Over here, he a little woke, and so he know what's up. He know he don't fuck with white people or no police. So
Why?
Cause he can read. He sees the news.
No,
he
that's
knows
not.
that
See, and he knows that the news only portrays the bad shit, right?
That's not true. He knows that there's what I teach my son. I'm gonna tell you, we had an experience before. Actually, we was at the supermarket at 56 and motherfucking Chestnut at that Fresh Grocer right there. You know where I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
When I used to live on 56 and Walnut. My son was maybe 4 years old.
Right.
This was right after somebody got killed by the police, right?
Right. And how old is he now?
And my son is about to be 9 in a couple weeks.
That might be the dude with Dante or something way back. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, I forget which one. It's been so many now, right?
It ain't been so many. No, not in Philadelphia.
There's so many, but go off. Listen, so we standing at the market, we waiting for. I used to live right at 56 and Walnut, but I had a bunch of shit, so I was waiting for the hackman to pull up and shit. And there was these 2 cops standing outside. It was a black cop and an Asian cop. They was partners, right?
Right.
And the cop was just trying to make small talk. Asian cop. He said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" He was like, "I can't talk to police. Y'all kill black people." Fucked the game up for me because I didn't expect that shit. I did not expect him to say that shit. The black cop looking like
He shot that shit off the. Yeah, I just see how I look like. What the fuck?
The Asian cop looking like, okay. And so I had to try to spin it like, you know, when we teach our kids that it's danger everywhere. It don't matter if you with a suit, a uniform, like everybody don't have your best interests at heart. You know, sometimes the people you trust the most is the people who let you down the hardest.
A lot of times, most times, right?
Most times.
Right.
And so, you know, that's just my son. He go here and he could, you know, date a white.
What the hell? Who the hell? That shit. We're sorry, man. She's being interrupted by whoever's interrupting her.
What the fuck out?
So
My young boy,
this shit is live. It's not scripted. That's Fatty. I'm Ish, aka Legendary. And this is based on everything in podcast, right? We're talking about interracial dating. I don't know who kept calling you, but your shit kept going out though.
Oh my bad. Let me take my AirPod off.
Now, so you're saying if your son gets, if he gets older,
If he get old enough and he wanna fuck with a white bitch, who am I?
why does interracial always mean white though?
If we wanna fuck with a little Asian, little Mexico, little something that's not brown, that's on him.
All right. What about a native? Because that's interracial, ain't it?
It don't matter what. It don't matter. That's his decision.
You.
So he could. For me,
Yeah.
no. I personally like black men. Black men.
Shout out to the girl boss for that. She like black men. Shout out to all
Never
of them.
flavors matter when chocolate on the table.
Y'all ain't one of us when we was African booty scratchers though. Don't act like you wasn't calling us that.
If they was calling you an African,
Shout out to the darkies.
young boy, then I never like no light skinned niggas.
Oh, alright. So how about alright, we're gonna change the subject a little bit. We're gonna use well, from interracial dating, right? So you know for a fact, like it's nothing else you gonna get for the rest of your life but black men. You're not even giving nothing else a chance.
Honestly, on some real shit, I always do say never. But a non-black man would really have to blow my fucking mind for me to fall in love with. Like, for me to really be like, this the one. For me to look at him as anything other than how can he add value to me in my life, you know what I'm saying? It would be probably a hard no. And that's what I'm saying. I don't even see anything that a white man could do that a black man can't do that would blow my mind, that would make me be like, that's the one. Like, because I don't see myself, when I see myself, like, as far as my future, like, pertaining to relationships, love, and marriage, and things like that, I want to be able to love the person that I'm married to. And so if I connect with a white man, I know immediately, like, I don't feel like there's much that we can really relate to. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool on that. So I don't see no white man blowing my mind, honestly. I don't see nothing.
Now, I'm gonna say something. Motherfuckers will do it. You would be really surprised by some of the things that some of the people can do, right? No matter what it is. Cause I don't know if you remember, but I was streaming one day and this dude from fucking where was he at? He was in China, Japan, some fucking weird. But I'm thinking like, yeah, he rap. He really could fucking rap. I'm like, oh shit. And he was hip though. It wasn't like he was rapping on mumbo jumbo. So I just from then I was like, man, I ain't putting nothing past nobody, man. Now
About that, and I will say this: there are a lot of other nationality, race people that I do find attractive. I find a lot of white men attractive, but they also squeeze me out. So I don't know.
whatever the fuck that is.
I don't know
So
if y'all can understand that, but like they attractive, and then it's just the thought of kissing, laying with one. It just grosses me out a
okay.
little bit, also.
So
Um,
what would be your top quality for a person to provide? Like what's the for a guy of we ain't gonna put a race on it. For a guy to win you over, just a person, what would be the top thing, the one thing that he does that says, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with him? I know it's a lot of things. I know it could be a number of
It's
things.
a lot of things, but honestly, I fuck with people how they fuck with me. So as long as he really fuck with me, then everything will flow. If you acting funny, I'm acting funny, and that's just how it is. If you acting too cool, I'm cooler than cool. Like I don't know what to tell you. I'm going
So
to. But if you show me love, that's what makes me fall in love. Showing me love. That's it. Like that's the thing. I just don't feel receptive. I just don't feel like I don't know. Maybe with white men in general, just in the back of my mind is always the history of black and white, and it's not just about interracial relationships. Because there's a whole movie about the legalization of interracial relationships, but it's in general just the black white dynamic is an uncomfortable dynamic, and I don't see that as for me personally. Can't speak for none of you guys. I don't see that being always a smooth sailing relationship or conversation. I think that it's going to present a lot of challenges based on the strength of my opinion, the amount of research that I do, the amount of things, information that I consume, and things like that, and the conversation that I like to have. I just feel like it will always be a struggle with white people because I'm always for black people. And I just, in my heart, I just don't believe that all white people are neutral or unbiased, or
right.
most white people are neutral or unbiased. I think that,
Do you think
you
most
know,
are neutral?
no.
You
I think
don't?
most, I think most white people go home and they unzip they fucking shell and they like, nigga, I do.
Wow.
I do. I ain't gonna lie, I really do. I think a lot of
What's up,
and
Danny? Shout out to Danny for coming
I
through
think a
fucking with
lot
us
of
tonight.
I think a lot of white people are just fake with us, and I really just do. That's my personal opinion. I think
And
that
you're entitled to that.
it took me a lot of I spent a lot of years being naive, thinking, oh, we're in shared spaces, and I had to experience a lot of passive aggressive bullshit to gain this understanding and this mistrust for Caucasian peers.
Got you.
That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
So that's based on my experience. Is that I just don't trust white people. I just don't trust that white people really love us or have our best interest at heart all the time. And I think in general in the world it's me against you. And it's when it comes down to it, if I gotta make sure, me and my family eat, I'm gonna make sure me and my family eat over you and your family. And so I think that oftentimes about white people. And that's not to say that all white people are bad, that I think that all white people are bad. I just don't see that they all, and I think that they have a lot of untapped biases that they are unaware of. I think that, societal norms allows them to hide behind certain things but
But we know, like, the blatant ones, not, it don't give a fuck nothing about societal norms and none of that other shit, right?
exactly.
I just feel like, I really feel like we've come to a place where we don't feel as African American that we're accepted. Like, we hold these things from whatever happened, because the shit never happened to me. I real life probably like once experienced racism, and I was in the middle of Georgia, right? When I really, it was like, spit on the rain fucking, you know what I mean?
Hey Danny, I'm sorry.
I haven't experienced that anywhere, and I've been a lot of places, right? What I have experienced is like you got like the Irish motherfuckers, right? Them they the black people of white people, right? If that makes sense, right? And they don't be on that racist shit like that. I guess it's just how you was raised and who, like, you know what I mean?
I think it's weird because the Irish have,
and it does exist though. I'm not gonna sit here and act like racism doesn't exist, right? I'm not gonna do that. I feel like we give it more
because if we don't, then who will? If the oppressed person is not speaking up against their oppression, then nobody is going to be like, yeah, we oppressed those niggas for 400 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's why some people feel like only we give it play. But I feel like, yeah, only we give it play because if we don't, who will? Ain't nobody else like, let's fight for the black people and their rights. The black people gotta fight for them and their rights.
That's if you subject yourself to those things, right? Like I'm not. If we, when you go nose to nose, right, chest to chest with a person, you get a better understanding. A lot of people do the cowardice shit, right? Like they low key racist or whatever, but I'm right at them. Fuck you say, right up. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna know like don't play with them. But don't think that y'all got like we ain't the average niggas. I don't care. Like I don't. That shit don't make me no difference, right? Because I just don't pay it no mind. If you give it attention, you fueling the fire. Oh, he said this, and now a bunch of people getting mad.
If you don't give it attention, you're giving permission. So
Permission to what?
That's another thing. If you don't give it attention, then you're giving people permission to continue to disrespect you, berate you, and all of that other stuff. Right? Yes. If you don't address it, then it's going to keep happening. And so, you know what I'm saying?
It depends what you're talking about. Cause I can't hold one. Like I can't be like I hate or I dislike white people because of an experience that Martin Luther King had, right?
Yeah, no, I can't.
And be like that shit affected me, right? Or anybody for that matter. Like, I can't be like, oh, no white person never wronged me. That's what I'm saying. if I got arrested by a white cop, I did wrong, so it was his job, right? And then
That's
this
great
is
accountability on your part.
now
I agree with
listen.
you.
Now wait, listen. It shouldn't just be me. It should be everyone else that feels the same way, right? Now listen.
I also hold firm in saying that I don't think that all white people are bad white people, and I don't think that all cops are bad cops.
Yeah, we never said that. We're not saying that, right?
I just wanted to clarify.
This is another thing that we're not teaching. This is another reason why there are so many European officers versus African American or any other nationality, because in our culture it's told not to be a cop. So who the fuck gonna police our neighborhoods if not us? Right? And then you get these officers that's from.
But the history of policing is rooted in racism. So that's the part that you're missing. So yeah, while the criminal is the person who did something wrong, and that is the reason that they are being arrested, so the cop should not be faulted for that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
However, the history of policing is rooted in racism. Where do you think police came from? Police came from a time where they thought that they needed to patrol because black people were making escapes and things of that nature.
Is that a fact?
We can find out.
No, I'm not. See, this is not what I'm asking.
I'm not saying that you challenge it.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that here in the United States, because I'm not speaking for Scotland.
We just talking. I mean, wherever.
I'm talking about here. The
right.
history of policing has been volatile against the black community for as long as we can remember, and so we are inclined to have a distrust towards policing, and that's why we don't go jump the gun to go be police. But there are many black police officers.
See how you see where the confusion comes in? Now, if you commit a crime, I don't give a fuck if you black, white, or orange. Lock me the fuck up. But we as colored people, black people, want to be like, oh, this fucking cracker, or however you like to do it, right? Man, I fucking hate these fucking cops, man. Right? You hate the cops, and you hate the niggas that the cops trying to protect you from. I'm confused here. Like, what do you want to do? They got jobs. I always tell people, even these dudes that be locked up, they be mad at the COs. The fucking nut ass CO won't lock me in.
No, I definitely agree with the concept of cause and effect, consequences to your actions. Because I do believe there are good consequences, bad consequences. There are positive punishments. There are
now the punishments were very, 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 very cruel. Yes, and one could argue that they were more crueler on African Americans than any other culture.
And I just wanted to say, I did Google the whole police thing, and first thing that came up, it says that the origin of modern day policing can be traced back to slave patrol. The earliest formal slave patrol was created in the Carolinas in the early 1700s with one mission: to establish a system of terror and squash slave uprisings with the capacity to pursue, apprehend, and return runaway slaves to their owners. Tactics included the use of excessive force to control and produce desired slave behavior. So like I stated, policing is deeply rooted in slavery, and that's why black people have.
So was slavery legal at one point in time or no? Was slavery legal at one point in time or no?
You said what?
Was it legal at one point in time or no?
It was legal, yeah.
It was legal, right?
Yeah.
So if you're enslaved and you run away, is that not a crime or no?
It is a crime.
Okay. So then you get people that's there to prevent you from doing those things, hence police officers, right?
I do agree. If you're a slave and you run away, it is a crime. If you're a slave, though, nobody is trying to teach you how to become a free man. So that's where the rebellion comes in at. So that's why people were running away. because slavery.
The mistreatment. We're not going to act like it was cool to be a slave. I'm just saying at one point in time it was legal.
Slavery was more predominant in the South than it was in the North. And these people knew that. They knew that there were free black men the further north that they went. And so that's why they wanted to escape slavery, because if they go to Massa and say, Massa, how can I become a free man? Massa gonna make them go through hoops, loops, and everything else, and then what? Probably kill them at the end. They're not ever gonna make it to freedom. You know what I'm saying? They're never gonna get to freedom if they try to research. That was never an option for them. It should have been a crime. Slavery should have been a crime altogether. But that's why the slaves wanted to bump the system and go to where slavery was not a factor, where they wouldn't have that concern, because once they made it to free land, they didn't have the fear of slave patrols.
They didn't. Okay, you're taken captive, right, out of your habitat, and then you're brought here, right, to this wherever you're at, right, and you told you're a servant. You're a slave for no crime. You never committed a crime wherever you're from. These niggas kidnapped you, people sold you. Cause don't act like there weren't African American slave owners, right? That was selling their own people, right? Ones that they thought were ones that were already servants, right? But they come over here. These Europeans, they come over here with their their things, and the people over there don't have it, right? So it's a trade-off. African Americans, colored people, because there were also native slaves, in case people don't know that, right? We built this country. Yes, we did. Yes, they did, right? It should. Whatever's going on with her box, that shit, we gonna figure that shit out later. I don't fuck around and forgot where I was going with it. Man, where we saw slavery? I just don't think that shit has. We tend to dwell on shit that happened 400 years ago, bro. You still crying about that? Especially with the opportunities. We all have the same 24 hours. Whatever the job requires, whatever you're trying to do, whatever it requires for you to do that, you didn't get that because you didn't not get it.
Everybody, we all got the same 24 hours. True, on the clock.
All right. Okay.
I got 24 hours in a day.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody don't have the same history. Everybody don't have the same family history. Everybody didn't have the same upbringing, the same opportunity to attain resources, the motivation or knowledge that the resources were available and things of that nature.
A lot of us don't know that they're available, but they are.
Right, and so that is where the term systemic oppression comes into play and shit. And so it is systemic because nobody is telling you that they're, like, purposely, nobody is telling you that there are resources available. Purposely, nobody. People tell you every time something is available? Or do you ever find out sometime later, like, oh shit, I missed that wave? And you don't think that there was a thing before?
When I was growing up, everything was readily available to me. What I took to is what I took to. We all went to the same school. We all had the same programs. Some of us, when we went to the library, they had other programs that helped them interact or network with other people that I didn't choose to take, but we still had the same 24 hours, the same exact opportunities. What I'm saying is, when
the term systemic is introduced, that's when you have to look beyond yourself and look at the bigger picture. So yeah, you might not have absorbed those.
So how did all the great people get where they are?
But You might not have absorbed all those opportunities that were available to you. Did your mom absorb all the opportunities that were available to her? Did her mom absorb all the opportunities that were available to her? So, and most likely, the answer is no. Why you can't speak to it, most likely the answer is no.
You can't say most likely because I don't know the resources that they tapped into. You gotta think, right? You talking to a person that got.
I'm saying most likely.
I got family members.
No. I'm saying most likely the answer is no, just based on the increase of technology and availability of information through time. So, truthfully speaking, the answer is no. Is because at some point in time in your family's history, information was only available by fashion of word of mouth. And so if they had received that information in enough time to go to X place to get the free food or go to X place to get signed up for the high school program or go to X place to, get approved to be able to vote and things like that, then no, that's the history. And truthfully speaking, the history is in most black families, we did not access the resources because we had to damn near fight for the resources every time. Don't nobody want to keep. A lot of times people say that they weren't on welfare because they didn't want to keep going up there. They didn't want to, people don't want to take their baby dads to court, things like that. People don't want to have to go through all the fights to access things.
Meanwhile, this counterpart going dead through it. Meanwhile, this counterpart is going all the way through with it. But you want to blame someone else because they went through that shit that you don't want to go through. See, that's the problem. A lot of us want the elevator and not the stairs. Right?
I'm confused. That don't make sense. You said you want to blame somebody else because they went through what you didn't want to go through. No,
that's what people do. If you get okay, prime example. Let me give you a prime example. You don't want to go through the shit at the welfare office. I do go through it. It's your fucking problem. You thought it was too much to go through. That's an individual thing. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's an individual thing. Yeah. Nah. The fuck? Something wrong? It is. Like if they say, just like when people try to play Ness and them into making the bad niggas, when Diddy said, walk to get me a cheesecake. The niggas that didn't do it didn't want the fucking outcome, bro. You can't call them niggas, oh, y'all some nut ass niggas. Y'all walk to get the cheesecake and all that shit. I'm doing that shit too, if this is what the fuck I'm doing. You gotta go through whatever you need to go through to get where you going. The fuck? It's simple. And historically,
is you thinking that everybody has the same opportunity?
Historically, yeah, we'll take your phone call because historically.
No, I'm listening though, but is you thinking that
historically,
that's incorrect.
The white people go through this shit. You ever been at a store and you be like, man, it's fucking fine, man. The white person just standing there like they ain't got a fucking care in the world. They gonna wait. They got the patience. Niggas, damn, ain't no other fucking lines open. My thing is, everybody got the same 24 hours. How you utilize it and what you do with it is on you. I can't help it, bro. I'm sorry. When you're fucking home. And a lot of us are our own detriment. The only thing that stops us from winning is us. I don't know why people don't know how to apply that. That's okay. Let's see what's going on around here. Okay, let's see. What's up with it? Alright, man, we got one man just comedy in here. I'm saying this is the first time being on it. Damn, my bad, I'm smoking. Shout out to my man Just Comedy, give him a round of applause. You know what I'm saying? How my man tuning in and based on everything podcast. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's over there hanging with him and shit. Okay, shout out to the good people over at Jameson, man. Cause they make some very good whiskey and I drink it.
And I fuck with the Jose Quavo, so y'all already know what it is.
Shout out to the people over there with Quavo and all that. But listen, so how you feeling tonight first? How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Just getting in the crib, no kids from Wednesday to Sunday. Clean crib. Yo, sis. Yo, Brian, what's up with it? I'm chilling, man. I just got in the crib, about to relax and all that. Think I'd get on here and, check everybody out real quick. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so today's episode is interracial dating.
Okay.
That's how it started. Me and Fatty, shout out to Fatty. She was in here with me. We drifted off. One thing about me and Fatty, we always gonna drift off, but we ain't gonna go too far. But how you feel about interracial dating? We recording this and all that shit gonna be up on YouTube in about a couple hours or whatever.
As far as interracial dating, I'm all with it. I'm all with it. I don't take nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what race decide to be with each other. If that's what you want. That's what you want. Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Right.
Don't judge me.
Don't judge you. So you don't give
some things wrong with it, but I have no problem with it.
So you cool with the shit that come along with it, right?
Yeah, they just gotta make sure they understand what may come along with it. Whoever's white, they background, their family members might have a problem with those particular situations. And even some with black people, I got my grandma, she don't fuck with it at all. I'm saying, but yeah, my GD she don't like it.
Let me ask you a question. Why, when I ask interracial, does everyone immediately go to Caucasian?
Because that's the only race that we're used to not being accepted in. We're accepted by Latinos. We're accepted by, Africans and all that kind of stuff. I've never really seen too many African Americans and Chinese and all that, but they stick with their people.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it could have been, but I asked somebody quick, like, how you feel about interracial dating? Obviously I've asked two African American people, like, white people. I'm like, damn, you ain't even thinking about the Asians, huh?
And when we ask questions, we tend to answer based on our experiences. Dig what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about what we're used to seeing, what we're used to being around.
We got Cambodians, we got Puerto Ricans, we got Dominicans, right. We got Mexicans.
But the only time there's a problem is when there's African American and Caucasian. And
the Mexicans don't fuck with us.
We don't even go to them. We don't even go to those. I mean, real shit. I was with this white John, I was with this Rican John. We don't never say nothing else other than that. I never heard about, I was with this Cambodian John, I was with this Chinese John.
I just told him I had a Philippine John. Filipino.
Yeah, once in your life, right? Like once in your life. They like midgets, man. You only see them one time a year.
Nah, she was don't worry about that. I can't even say that. I forgot. But, no, but listen though. So I had a Caucasian lady I was dealing with, right? And I snuck her in my mom. Now let me tell you this. My mom is not racist. She's prejudiced. A lot of people don't know the difference between racist and prejudice, right? She didn't give a fuck that the girl was white. She just cared that she was white in her house. You know what I mean? If she was white in my house, mom ain't gave a fuck. If you don't get that white bitch out of my house. So the lady says, yo, your mom crazy, she racist. I'm like, nah, you gotta understand, she ain't racist. She just don't she just don't want you to be in her house. You know what I mean? Right. That's all it is. But I'm cool with interracial dating. I can't interracially marry.
You don't think they should marry?
I can't.
Yeah, even with the marriages, I had no problem with it. We are who we are. We love what we love. If that's that person, then that's that person.
Yeah, you can't help it if it's that person, right? So since you good with it, what rules would you have for that? interracial relationship?
What move?
Rules.
I mean, what move?
Rules.
Rules?
Rules.
No, there are no rules as far as like. I mean, she's not allowed to be like, saying nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not doing none of that. I mean, outside of that,
You gonna let this Asian person
I'm not
call you a
walk around
nigga?
saying-
You gonna let
I'm not
this?
walk around being saying-
You'll let a fellow African American call you a nigga. You'll let a Puerto Rican call you a nigga. You'll let a Dominican, a Mexican, Japanese, any other kin but Caucasian.
Well, I mean, listen, I don't. So check this out, right?
But we're just saying that because you said that's a rule that she can't use the N word, right?
N word out of it.
Right, got you. So if she said, "Go ahead, nigga," you with that bullshit.
Like my niggas be drawing.
What if she say, "My nigga, you drawing"?
Like, no, we ain't doing that. I mean, she already know, like, that's, no, we're not doing that. She should already know that's, like,
This nigga is crazy, man. This nigga is crazy, man.
And that was like, you know what it is? It's like this. Despite your pieces, despite I have I don't have a situation with it, right? And me and my Caucasian lady, we go to a family gathering. And she so used to say, nigga, chill out, well, nigga, I don't care, da 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 da. And then she says that amongst the family, it's like that, or other people want to take it different. We got to understand our surroundings and shit. I'm not going to sit here and allow something where I know it's going to be all crazy on the outside.
But you're not going to bring her around and your folks don't.
No, that's my lady. I'm bringing her around. I'm just talking about as far as the word. I'm bringing her around. Listen, all my whatever female I'm with is going to be around my family. I'm saying I blend those with my friends and family. That's a given. But
what I'm saying is,
and then we out at the family gathering or something like that with us. She's like, nigga, give me something, give me this, and everybody like, hold up.
But your lady shouldn't be using nigga that much anyway, right?
Yeah. Understand.
This nigga shit just blows me.
I understand.
I don't give a fuck. I got a few white homies that say nigga fluently. And I guarantee you being an African American, any one of you motherfuckers being African American, feel some type of way about them calling you a nigga, they gonna go in your fucking kitchen. They gonna fuck you up about that. And they gonna see, nigga, I told you, leave me the fuck alone, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because you acting crazy.
So I don't have a problem with this shit, right?
Shout out to R&B Therapy. You got that late night cruise rocking right now.
You first meet the young lady and shit like that or whatever, she's comfortable enough to even say it. You know what I'm saying? That would be the problem. You know what I'm saying? That when we were going through our relationship and stuff like that or whatever, she's not even going to be saying these type of things. You know what I'm saying? If she got that much respect, she's not even saying those type of things.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it wouldn't even be a situation. I mean, like my man Pete, he's Rican and white. He said nigga, I spent like 27 years. You know what I'm saying? So it was like
Pete don't count.
But they blatantly just coming out with it. Like you first meet a female and y'all go out first, second date or something like that. She's like, my nigga, you wrong, or your nigga pass me this, or
if you get her and she from Kensington, she gonna say, my nigga, you drawing. Now what?
Nobody, listen, hey, anybody out here, don't holler at nobody because sorry, okay.
Well, disclaimer. Yeah. Shout out to them Kensington people, right? But that's probably, you probably got a better option than Kensington. You probably go a couple blocks over, a couple ways down than Kensington, looking for love, man. You gonna find the wrong love in Kensington. You gonna find that needle love in Kensington. You hear me? That dope love. Fuck you talking about? You gonna fuck around? Hey, bro, I feel like you gonna fuck around, fucking. If you fuck a chick,
addicted to love. Oh yeah, you gonna be addicted.
I feel like if you fuck a chick from Kensington, you gonna get addicted to it.
Yeah.
That shit crazy. But
like I would never stop my sons from.
So that's the rule. So you said the rule is not to say the N word. Okay, cool.
Outside that, everything is good. I mean, I've never had like I've never been in a relationship. I mean,
you never dealt with a.
No, I've done done things with them. I've never been in a
No, you
relationship.
just say you fucked them. He's fucked other
Yeah.
nationalities, other races. He's
Yeah.
just never been in a relationship with them. So how did you fuck him? Were you paying?
Say it again?
Did you pay?
I don't know, nigga.
Like you just walked up like, yo, you know, I'm Dick Dan again. And they was like, all right,
Well,
come.
the first one, her name was Jennifer and shit.
She was white.
Too.
She was white, for
And-
sure.
Yeah. But I met her at a dollar party though.
What
I met her at
year?
a dollar party and shit.
What year?
2002. 2002.
What was you doing at a dollar party in 2002?
Nigga, I was only 19.
See, that's what I'm saying. You was wrong from the beginning. You hadn't been in that dollar party at 19. You was able to get in dances. You was able to get in dances in most of the clubs in Philadelphia at 19. You had a beard already at 12. Didn't you?
I wasn't even I wasn't even running the streets that much then. Yo, Sweetness, what's up, baby? Black Queen, what's up, baby? We got Black Queen, we got my man Therapy, aka Swab and shit. And then we got Mac and all that. Of course, you got and Legendary in the motherfucker.
Shout out to Legendary. Shout out to everybody that's at Just Comedy Live. Y'all now tuned in to Based on Everything, the podcast. Episode 18, Interracial Dating. Feel free to comment if you like. You know what I'm saying? This guy is crazy. Shout out to the good people over at in his
You
live.
already know. But I'm into it though. I mean, it is what it be. You know?
Yeah. I'm not opposed to it. I'm gonna say that.
Right.
Like it's I can't marry though. I'm not. You're not doing. I'm not. You ain't gonna take mine and go back to the.
Why you can't marry?
Because I'm establishing something, right? I'm controlling the narrative. All mine, they gonna say, like, you know that Black Wall Street thing. I'm real big on that. So like, I deal with all black, and I try to teach my children to deal with all, you know, colored people, as they say, right? And not take your money and deal with the other person. Not to have nothing against them, but you would rather prefer, as a prejudice, it's okay to be prejudiced. You rather prefer to deal with those people, right? Our own people. So that's why I can't do it. Cause and let's just say I have a child from another nationality. What's to stop her from taking what I obtained, right? What I built, what we built, even if we're together, and going back and taking it over there.
I feel you.
At least I know, you know, our people going through this know what it takes to get to where I'm going at, right? So they're going to continue that. And even if with my children, like I said, I'm teaching them those same things. We not acting like no fucking white people, Chinese, none of them motherfuckers holding us back, stopping us from doing anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you got to get a 90 on whatever you got to get it, then that's what you better do. And we not settling, right? So if I go for a job and they say we decided to go with another candidate, I need to know why. It's my right to know why. What did I lack that this candidate had? Right? That's one of those type of things, man. I'm on some shit like that. Hey, Darty, how you been? Hey, Black Queen, how you been?
You good, baby?
So my next question behind that,
what y'all got going on, Stream? I'm just getting it for my sister's little party and shit for my great niece. I'm joking.
all right, so where you want? I want to ask some different questions. Let's get away from that race shit because it just blows me. What the fuck? I don't even know what this shit is. Hold on, y'all.
What's up?
Okay, here's a good one. When have you grown in your life, the most in your life, and what made it? What started that growth?
All right, say that again.
When have you grown the most in your life? And what caused it?
When I first found out I was having a when I first found out I was going to be a father, I was 23 at the time. From the time about like, when I realized my mother was actually like really gone, because I was in denial for a year and a half. So around when I was like 16.
Wait. I don't mean to cut you off. Gone like as in passed on?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So my mother was killed when I was 14, but the way they did the funeral and everything, it was a little shaky. So I'm like, you know what? She probably just trying to get herself together. She needs some time, blah, blah, blah. So for a year and a half, I was in the knowledge like that or whatever. But once I got in touch with my grandmother and shit, and I'm like, can you get in touch with my mom? She like, she sat her brother down and she like, listen, T, your mom gone, blah, 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 that. And after that, I was like, I did everything to like, when I get 18, I'm gonna take care of her, get her off drugs and all that kind of shit. Press the joint, yo. So once I realized she was really gone, I dropped out of school the next day. The very next day, I dropped out of school. I went to school and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck am I even here for? You know what I'm saying? So I dropped out 11th grade. And then after that, I really wasn't shit, so. I was like a womanizer, I was mean as shit. There was nothing to give. I didn't give shit about anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't mean with it, but I was like, I need this, I need that. I'm talking about, I had these 3 females that was working this shit. And when they get their checks, I used to get like 75% of their checks. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't even matter. It didn't matter what kind of check it was. It was like, whatever. I just be bullshit. And I will only get jobs to get the second check. And the first check was always small. So the second check, so I could get some clothes and some sneaks and shit. And then I quit. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing all those dickhead shit or whatever. I was still living all over the place, but once I was with this girl or whatever, with my kid's mom or whatever, and I was doing her dirty, like as far as like other women, all that kind of shit. But she never knew nothing about it. You know what I mean? And when I found out she was pregnant, mind you, what's crazy is that Thursday I was supposed to move to Atlanta for my comedy. And I found out on that Tuesday that she was pregnant. So I never left. I didn't know that you could be somewhere else and still be a dad. And I was like, nope, gotta get a job, gotta be out here with my kid. And that was that. I've been working since 06 straight. So me knowing that I'm about to have a kid, I'm talking about it was like a light switch. It was a light switch. I'm talking about like, I always thought about like, my kid ain't gonna have shit unless I'm giving it to them. It doesn't matter who their mother was, how they was, they ain't gonna have shit unless I give it to them. Right. And that's what it was. That was that time where I was like, you know what, I just elevated a little bit. As far as like being an adult, I'm gonna say once I got out the relationship back in 2018. I say about a year after that, I was like reevaluating myself, the things that I did, things I didn't do. Thing that was going on and stuff like that, or I was like, there's a cause and effect to everything. You know what I'm saying? Right. And a lot of things we go through, we had parts to it. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the times where I took accountability, like, you know what, Marv, this is what you created. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at nobody but yourself. This is why it ended good. This is why this happened, whatever. So the next thing we got to do is, we got to turn ourselves around, man. We got to do something totally different.
Yeah, that's when I had my kid, that's when you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. It was after I had my kid. Like, it was when I went to prison, the last time I went to prison, bro.
Right.
I went to prison for no fault of my own, right? But, I had money, whatever. When I came home, I had nothing, right? That's number one. Like, literally nothing, not a dollar. My best friend, like my best friend, he got hit by a car and died, right? Come home, I'm broke. I'm distraught about that. Now I just want to go around the way, see the guys. A couple guys give me a couple dollars. I get around the way. I pull up on my man Beezy, right? Beezy say, "Damn, bro, it's Maul, right?" I'm like, "Damn, maybe Maul did something dumb, whatever, whatever." He said, "Man, he did." I just got back in the car who I was with, said, "Pull off," right? I went insane for like 3 or 4 or 5, 10, 15. I don't even know how many days, right? I had to think like, God damn, man, I'm in the pits of, I'm in the depths of the death, man. I fuck this fucking bitch because it's the money, right? It ain't nothing else. My man going fuck, you know what I'm saying? But it's really, I come home broke with nothing. I got $30,000 when I go to jail. 5 months later, I don't got nothing. I got $30,000. I could pick that shit up and hand it to a motherfucker. I don't got nothing. From there, it was like, now I gotta stay with my sister. I gotta put up with this shit. Now I gotta get a job. I gotta stay with my sister who don't want me to stay there, and I know she don't want me to stay there. She talking shit about me while I'm there. Alright. Fuck that, man. This shit is over, man. I'm a good dad. I'm a great dad to my children. I'm not a good provider at this time, right? I'm in the pits. I'm like, I gotta come about this shit, man. And then I put my pride, bro. I was sleeping in my car. I put my pride to the side. So I'm never going back to that place. And I've never been back there. I just don't be on no bullshit no more, bro. If it ain't helping me, it's hurting me. And that's how I feel. Even with people. Even with people. If you're not helping me, you're hurting me. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? So, but that, man, being broke, bro, like, you hustle however, like, you do whatever to get this money, dog, and then you go away on some bullshit, and you coming home, but everybody counting you out on some bullshit, you feel me? Never, ever, ever, bro. That's what I'm saying, Broken. Shout out to Broken. When y'all hear that Broken, that shit gonna be Grammy nominated and all that shit, I'm telling you. And remember, I'm telling y'all niggas this shit. Josh, you my man. You gonna be around. Shout out to him. He do comedy too, man. So, is there a type of woman that intimidates you?
That intimidates me? Mm-hmm. No. But there are some that's challenging. Like I love a mentally strong woman, right? I feel like I'm a smart brother. I'm very quick with it, and running into a female like that is like challenging. It's like exciting to me. I'm not intimidated. No, I won't call it intimidated, but challenging.
So do you feel like there's a woman that's out of your league?
No.
That would be intimidating, right? Intimidation.
I don't even know what out of your league is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person, you're a person. You are where you are in your life. I am where I am. I mean, when we collab and we interact with each other, we find our dislikes and likes and all that kind of shit, our wants and whatever, and then we go from there. It's not that you out of my league. You just somewhere in your life, and I'm somewhere in mine. I mean,
I believe you can be out of your league, though. I'm a believer in out of your league.
No, I wouldn't call it out of my league. But that means so say I meet a young lady, all getting her bread and all this kind of stuff or whatever, and I'm me, I'm wherever I'm at or whatever. Mm-hmm. Am I out of her league or am I in her league? Now I can provide for myself.
You meet a young lady, and what's happening?
And she's say, she makes a lot more money than I do. Because that's the only thing people say out of your league. Because without the money, can you say someone's out of your league?
Hell yeah. Because I'm out of a lot of motherfuckers' league that got money. I'm way out of their fucking league.
Listen,
a lot of the people with money, they think that the money is the league, though. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm like, like, if you take that money from them people, they're not going to be the same people. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I'm definitely not in their
That's
league
why I don't
because
believe in out of league stuff.
I don't even want the money. I really want to. I want the fame, right? Because with fame comes notoriety, right? So if you get famous, then you can bring a lot of you can bring a lot more attention to a lot more things than a person. Like even if you got money, money doesn't equivalent to fame, right?
Yeah.
I know
Right.
millionaires that walk around every day, and the average person would never know that they was a millionaire, right? So that's why I'll tell people like, the money is going to be a part of it, right? I really just want the platform, right? And I'm gonna use the platform. Speaking to me in my terms, I'm gonna use it differently than everyone else. Like I really wanna. I'm gonna open up apartment complexes named after my children, right?
Right.
I'm gonna create jobs and shit. Like the money shit ain't gonna be. I'm probably still gonna be driving the car that I got because I like it. Like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, no, that's why I say there's no such thing as somebody being out of my league.
It is,
you know,
man, because
I am right.
it is, man. When I first came home,
I don't feel like when I first came home. You know, once I get them in the conversation and stuff like that, we talking about whatever we talk about. They gonna understand who I am. They gonna see who I am. I'm not. And they can't say, oh yeah, you out of my league.
No, they could tell you that they're out of your league.
They could tell you that they're out of your league. Then I would need to know how I'm out of their league or whatever. I would need to know that. They're gonna have to explain that. Like they gotta help me understand it.
Okay, so in my case, I met the lady on the internet, right? She just so happened to be a partner in her firm. I'm fresh out of jail. You don't think that was out of my league? I couldn't even pay for it. Realistically, like if she wanted to go where she goes and eats every day, I couldn't have paid for that shit, bro. That's out of my league. At that time,
that's not out of your league.
That was out of my league at that time.
You're just not able to provide the way you want to. Suppose you just got out, right?
League at that time.
No. You're not able to do the certain things. That's not out of somebody's league. You're in a situation. It's part of fucking life. They've been in these situations before too. That's not being out of somebody's league.
Just,
you know what I'm saying?
Just, if this lady drinks liquor that costs $60 a shot, like she got bottles of that shit, like that's what she drinks, I can't provide that. She's out of my league, bro.
Right. So now,
she's out of my league.
Well, your thing, like, right? No. Listen. You say that, oh, you can't afford it at the time, whatever the case may be, right? And y'all get into these little conversations and shit, and y'all explain each other's situation or whatever. And she'd be like, all right, well, let's go here or let's go here, blah 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 blah. That's not that. Now you're not. Now
I'm
she's not
still out of her league. What do you mean?
No, you're not. Because her lifestyle, she can do whatever the fuck she want to do with her the way she wants to. Your lifestyle is different, but it doesn't mean y'all out of each other's leagues. It does not mean that. You're talking about providing and shit like that. Like that's where the money.
If you like to turn up and I relax,
that's where the money.
If you like to turn up, time out. I'm not even talking about finances anymore, right? We're talking about a lifestyle, right? Okay. If you like to turn up and I'm relaxed, we're not in the same league. We're out of each other's league. Right? All right, let me give you another one. Let me give you an even better one. If a woman don't got her own house and her own car, she's not in my fucking league. I don't give a fuck how much money she has. She's not in my league. Feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, say she just lost her house and
I don't give a fuck.
Car repossession.
I don't care.
Say those things.
I don't care. If she don't have them currently, she's not in my fucking league. It's like asking me what's the difference.
Nah.
See, you're different. But we know you're different though.
She still got a life.
I'm not. I don't give a fuck nothing about none of that shit. Just she out of my league, bro.
we're talking about someone's league. We're talking about the things that we can provide and can't provide.
No. If you ain't got it for you, you ain't got it for me. You out my fucking league.
Listen, I don't drive, right? I have not drove since, well, I've drove a little bit, but I have not drove since 2006, right? I got the little car accident with a friend, you know, whatever the case may be. And every female relationship, every female that I've been with in my relationships or whatever, drove, except for my kids' mom, my two older boys' mom. They were not out of my leagues because they had vehicles. Because I'm still able to get around the way I get around. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't dependent on that. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm able to get now. When they're driving and shit like that, cool. That does not make her out of my league. I'm still able to get around on my own. I'm still able to do the things that I need to be doing.
You know what it is? You're looking at it wrong. She might not be out of your league, but you can be out of hers.
Yeah, I don't see how that is.
No, I mean, you could be in the NBA and she's in the WNBA. You know, we're not playing in the same league. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got a car, you're not in my league. The people in my league has cars. The people in your league
everybody
don't.
That has a car, but everyone that has a car can still not be in your league in other ways. So how do we determine when someone is not in our league?
Because it's my fucking league.
Listen, trust. Look. Say she got a car, she got her own place and all that shit, right? Misha, what's up, baby? You better have got dressed already to get ready to go outside. No bullshit. So, all right, she got her own car, she got her own place and all that shit, right? Intellectually, she doesn't meet you. Is she still in your league? Or is she not in your league?
If she has a car and a house, but intellectually she not there, yeah, nah, that checks her off right there. That's what makes my league tougher.
So when she's in my league, materialistically,
no,
but she's not in my league. I'm trying to understand.
That's your league.
No, they're in the league. No, we're talking about you.
Then I'm telling you, if she don't got a car and house, let's start with the basics. You need to have a house and a car.
That's why I asked you.
Let's just start with that.
You got a car.
Okay, now, she made that. That's the checkpoints. Okay, she got a car, bum. She got a house, bum. You got a job, bum. We lit. Now you dumb as a box of rocks.
But intellectually, she's not there.
You're done. It's over. You out my league. You're done. The game is over, baby. What are you talking about? You fucking crazy.
So it's a checklist that we have to listen. So it's a checklist that we have to complete. But everyone is not going to have everything.
Hold on, fuck that shit. Shut up. I mean, I'm sorry. Hold on, wait. No, wait. Hold on. First of all, you got to be 6'5", a big dick, a bank account, car, a house, no kids, no baby moms, and everything else. That not a fucking checklist, brother? Am I confused here?
Yeah, but no.
You got to be tall, dark, handsome, big dick, car, house.
No one is ever going to meet all of those requirements.
See, that's your fucking problem. I like that he said that. And guess what? I'm the nigga. If you say I'm gonna die alone, my person gonna meet every one of my requirements, or they not my person. I don't require much. A little 3.9 GPA, house, car, job. I don't really give a fuck about the kids, because we gonna Brady Bunch the situation, right? This is another big one, bro. If she don't have her own business, if she don't have aspirations of owning her own business, plus more, right? Building her own empire, it ain't gonna work. If you want to be if you want to be a RN for the rest of your fucking life, if you want to be a heart surgeon for the rest of your fucking life, an anesthesiologist, a traveling veterinarian, a lawyer, doctor, you want to do that shit for the rest of your life, just kill yourself, because it ain't gonna never happen.
I understand that.
It ain't gonna never happen.
I understand that. My youngest son, mom. That's one of the reasons why we had to break up. My youngest son, mom, or whatever, at that time, in Florida, she was working at Staples.
I drink it and they'll pay me for it.
No, she was working at Staples for like 7 years. before we got in a relationship, and we was together for 3 years and shit. But that second year was like she just wanted to stay at that job. I'm like, yo, y'all don't got no benefits and shit like that. You just been. And I know she making her little side money and shit because she helped create shit, blah blah blah. But I'm like, yo, like, where is we going with this? And
What's
then
up,
this
Queen?
time
I'm
I was
sorry.
working on the shelter thing, so it's like. I need to see her doing certain things and shit. She was not like she's not getting it. Like what are we doing here?
Right. So then you got to move
Like, what are
forward,
we-
right?
Yeah,
So then guess what? She was out of your league, bro.
Bullshit. It wasn't illegal. It was just her thought process. She was comfortable. You know what I'm saying? That's not bad. She was already my league. We was
Bro,
already
you're
rocking.
fucking.
We was already.
Are you
together.
talking about thought? Are we? All right, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not gonna cut you off, cause
go
your
ahead.
thoughts are.
What?
Yeah. His thoughts. This nigga, when he get to thinking, you might as well just leave. You be like, well, why? You be like, just. That's a female. That's a female or a girl, and that's your friend. That's your girl.
Alright.
But we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that. We talk about that some other time. Yeah, I just feel like there are women that's out of my league though. Like, you feel me? Because if you pay $2,600 a month to rent a condo that you don't live in, yeah, you out of my league, bro. I mean, cause me, I be shooting higher though. Like I be shooting higher, but I feel like I'm shooting too high now. Like when she tell you like, yeah, I'm this person, like I'm a partner in my firm, and I got this condo down here, but I live over here. Yeah, I'm gonna stand down. And you know what? I'm a great friend to you right now. You just let me get where I'm going, and then we gonna see what happens. Cause the moment she asked me to take her to Dubai, like it ain't nothing. Yeah, let's. I had a woman, man. I dealt with an anesthesiologist. Just she woke up one day and said, "Come on, let's go to this place." And I said, "All right, cool. Where you want to go?" She said, "We're gonna go this morning." Bitch, I ain't about to book no motherfucking flight all the way across the country right now. Fuck wrong with you? But her being an anesthesiologist, she can do it, right?
So all right. So
Her being an anesthesiologist, she can do it right.
yeah. I guess it once we had that whole conversation, like, oh yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I could do this and I could do that, whatever. I mean, guess you just not dead, yeah.
See, you the nigga that's gonna get one of them restaurants, and that bill gonna come for that drink and that crab cake, and it's gonna be $150, and you can be like, bitch, I don't even want my food because I don't even know what that was.
No, that's what you're mistaken. Tell you why? Because we're gonna already know where we're going. So once I figure out where we're going, no, I'm not gonna set myself and beat it in a fucking spoon.
You gonna offer an alternative?
Say it again?
You gonna offer an alternative?
No, because I'm going to be picking the place to go.
Who the fuck is you?
Ain't a woman. Listen. How many times have you heard of people? You be like, hey, you want to go out tonight? Yeah. You be like, what you want to do? She be like, I don't know. I don't care. You choose. You pick. You choose.
Who?
I'm going to already have my shit lined up where I want to go.
Who?
When I introduce a
Bro,
lady
these
outside,
women
I
be
already
like,
know where I want to go.
nah, see, you dealing with the wrong women. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When you say, hey, how you doing? Yeah. Look, what's up with you? You chilling here? I'm trying to hang out.
Trying to go out tonight?
What you trying to do? Oh yeah, I heard about season 52. Bitch, what the fuck is that? I'm telling you, bitch be like, yeah, I heard they got a good deal at Eddie V's. You be like, Eddie V's, bitch. I was trying to take you to Chili's. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, I was thinking about going down here, If she don't want to go there, then like, well, we could choose. I don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. We got to find somewhere else to go.
You can't tell them no on the first date.
Exactly. In fact, on the first date, a man has to be the one to let them know where we're going.
So you're going to take them to Barbara's
Women,
Hall.
especially on the
So
first
you're going
date,
to take
no
them.
women want to sit at the time.
So you're going to take them to Barbara's Hall.
Yeah. Yup. Say no, real shit. Like if I'm talking to females for a while, no, I'm not taking barbers hall. Now I've met up with females at barbers hall, but as far as like the first date type of situation, I go to Malbec's, the Mediterranean restaurant down on Second and Pine. I go to Dos Segundos. That's over there on Second and Pablo. That's a Mexican joint. I go to Mala Walla's on Tip and Break, which is a Chinese joint. Now I know a couple restaurants that I like going to, that I take people on dates to. You know what I'm saying? Barbers is on some regular shit. You
Bro,
know?
all them dumbass restaurants you said was regular.
Don't matter.
And if you
Food is good.
that's not a first date,
Great
Just.
scenery.
That's not a first
Out the
date.
way.
A first date is Spruce Harbor Park. A first date is Spruce Harbor Park.
Who?
Spruce Harbor Park. We gonna go down here and we gonna talk about some shit first before I decide where I'm gonna take your goofy ass at. Cause all them shits you named was bullshit. You might as well take the bitch to McDonald's.
Me going to barbers is me decide, okay.
No, barbers is a pregame spot, but they got a little expensive on you. I don't go there because they don't make the slider no more. Yeah.
Yeah, my man. I ain't been there in a while, dog.
But wait, hold on. Let me. Like, is just the only person you see? Is that what's happening around here? Nah, I gotta address shit every now and then, y'all. Don't pay me no mind. All right. So, do you know what your love language is?
Yes. I do.
Do you mind sharing?
Yes, it's quality time.
Wait. See, that's what I'm saying. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. I said, do you mind sharing? You said yes. The first thing you were supposed to say was no. I don't mind sharing. And then proceed with sharing. But go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because this shit about that.
I don't
Watch. Okay, you don't mind sharing. Now watch this shit, y'all. Here it comes. Bust it down for us. Okay, come on.
All right. We got quality time.
Mm-hmm.
We got acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
We got words of affirmation. We have what's the other one? Physical touch, and then gifts.
How did you identify that language?
So I took a quiz, right? They got your little love language quiz and all that kind of shit, and I was answering questions based on how I perceive things or whatever. And then when I read these things and stuff like that, I was like, you know what? I actually understand. It's like it became laid out. Now, what's crazy is, that's another thing. The girlfriend that I was talking about that was up for 4 years and shit, where I said that I messed up and shit, like reading on this love language stuff helped me realize it too. I used to project myself onto her, right? The things that I was giving, how I was doing things, I wanted those same things because that's how I was functioning. But by everybody being so different and seeing and wanting different things and stuff, I didn't take the accountability thing like, okay, maybe she's not, able to do these things or comfortable doing these things. If I would have knew anything about the love language back then, I would have understood her more. I would have been like she loves to hear me say how much I love her, enjoy her, all that kind of shit. I've always did things like based on actions. So there's one time, all right, let me go, you know what, I'm going ahead and let her know how I feel. So we chilling, and I ran it down like, listen, I love this, I love that, I appreciate this, da-da-da-da-da. Had a good night. Wednesday was a regular night. Thursday, she was like, can you tell me how you feel again? And I'm thinking to myself, like, I just told you on Tuesday. I know, but da-da-da-da. And then when I had her do the whole quiz on, right, the whole test or whatever, her first one was words of affirmation. The second one was physical touch. The third one was quality time. The fourth one was gift. And the other one was act of service or something like that. And understanding who she is and stuff like that or whatever, it explained a whole fucking lot. I mean, if I would have just understood like the words of affirmation like that, like a lot of people want to be appreciated through words and acknowledgments and shit. I would have done that a little bit more than what I was doing. Because I don't think words is words. Like, I don't believe shit until I see it. I mean, so you can say whatever. If you ain't got your actions behind it, I don't believe it. But some people go about it different. So that's why I say, that's how I got all that together.
So she provided that and you didn't know it?
Huh?
She provided it and you didn't know it?
Hold on, you fucking Puerto Ricans with their little dumbass bikes, man. Everybody. All right, press the door. All right, go ahead and say what you said, man.
Is the dirt bikes going? Is the fucking Honda Civics going by now?
Over there growling and shit. I think they waiting for you to say something so you can tell
I
them.
don't even know what the fuck I just asked this nigga. I gotta rewind it, man. It was some shit like.
So when I said everything about.
Oh no. Did she provide those things and you didn't know it, or like you didn't understand it? Was it a misunderstanding?
Yeah, she did. She's always like tell me like how much she loved me and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, all right, cool, you know. I mean, like, all right. I mean, everything is based. Like we was living together, so we had a lot of different things going on or whatever. Like I got OCD, right? And I clean every day when I shouldn't have to clean every day. You know what I'm saying? Like this how a night will go, right?
It's natural.
All right, Sunday night we eat Sunday dinner like that or whatever. We finish eating. I'll get all the dishes, you know, put them on. I stack them up to how I stack them, and I always get home before her on the work days. So Monday everything is clean. The kitchen, the dining room, the living room, because I cleaned everything up, right? So the next morning I leave out for work before everybody, and then she get the kids up, do whatever, and do what they do, and go home. And then go to work, go to school and shit. When I get home, the living room is fucked up. The dining room is fucked up. And I'm thinking, like, how is all this shit fucked up when I just had this shit clean? Nigga, get the fuck dressed upstairs, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck how much you telling me you love me, shit like that or whatever. You already understand, like, you know, I got the OCD thing. I'm not just around here cleaning just to be cleaning and shit. Those are the actions that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make me comfortable like I'm making you comfortable. I did all those things so she don't got to do those things when she come home from work. That way we can have our quality time. That was me protecting myself and shit. Oh yeah, she's always like telling me how much she loved me and shit. But I needed certain things that she didn't compromise. She was just doing things that she wanted. As I was.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that love language shit. Let me tell you right now. All I know is my chick is gonna be a raw chick. See, I know that my woman gotta understand that I don't want nothing to do with none of that shit, and I don't give a fuck nothing about none of that shit. You feel me? In the same sense, it gotta be like, what about your business, nigga? You know what I mean? A lot of women can't do that. They know it'll be alright. A lot of women be trying to fix and if she have an event, then yeah, I'm gonna be present at the event, but I'm gonna be over here. I don't want to meet. I don't give a fuck about them people. I don't. But that to the average person that's mean or rude or ignorant or any of those things that they like to define it as, right? But to me, it's just like I don't have no interest.
So do you compromise at all, or is it just the way it is?
Compromise as far as what?
Like say, you know, y'all outside and she amongst a couple of people, whatever the case may be, and you just on your other shit. And saying she wants you to be interacting with the folks that she has around and shit.
No. If I don't feel it.
And she has to accept that.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Cause if she say we out somewhere and she say, come on, we out. We out.
Right.
I don't give a fuck why she wanna leave, we out. You feel what I'm saying? It shouldn't really, you wanna do things. My person gotta understand that we're not doing nothing to appease or appeal or please anyone. It's all about us. And we don't give a fuck because I don't give a fuck if my mom say my girl ignorant. So I want her to understand that she don't need to give a fuck because I'm not displaying ignorance to her. It's about us. A lot of people, a lot of women that I've met and dealt with, they tend to care about what's around them instead of what's in front of them, right? They care about what's in front of them, but they care more about what's around them than they do what's in front of them, right? Because it's how you making me look. How am I making you look to who?
Right.
Because you look fine to me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's levels of that shit. Wa alaikum salam. It's levels of that, right?
Right.
And I fuck
So
with.
you come in,
And I fuck with you.
do she come in as the way you want her to be, or is this something that you're going to help mold?
I'm not molding anything. This isn't a project. You know what I'm
I'm not
saying?
molding anything.
This is part of our growth, right?
Yeah.
Growing together, right? It's not molding, right? Because it's like molding. You could with a mold, you make it what you want. It's not what it. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a fucking cup. It's gonna be a cup, no matter how it goes, right? It's not molding. It's growing with them. It takes time. This is why people don't. And I'm gonna tell you this. This is why these relationships aren't 10, 15, 20 years anymore, because people aren't taking that time, right? They're immediately in a relationship. So 5 years in, 3 years in, y'all acting like y'all been together for 10 years because y'all never took that time, right? I smack you on your ass, you feel some type of way. I don't know that you had whatever going on in your past, because we haven't reached the amount of time or the enough understanding and trust where you're able to reveal this to me. Too many people want to rush into things. I'm not going to be one of them people. I'm going with me and my person going to be able to say we've been together for 20 years, but we've been married for 10. Feel me? Because we're going to go through everything. We're not going to miss a step. We're not going to leave. You know what I mean? We're going to connect the T's and dot the I's. You feel me? The only way you can do that is by time. You're not going to be my girl in 6, 9, a year, 2 years. You're not going to be my girl. You're not going to be my woman, my person in that time. It's longer than that. Because you deal with you my girl at 6 months, and 6 months later you book, and now she another nigga girl. Right? It's just my theory. And
It's my theory. And
I try to get that understood to anybody I deal with on any level.
No, I understand that part. But I don't jump into shit. I always take my time. I'm not just gonna just make a decision just because we like each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, we gotta understand each other. Like we gotta.
Bro, I'll take the leap of faith, bro.
take the leap of
If me and this person connects
That's
on
why.
a higher level.
That's why they so difficult. That's why they claim I'm so difficult. You know what I'm saying? I don't just do what they want me to do. You know what I'm saying?
I'll take, no, you cool. I'll take the leap of faith, right? But they still have however, they still need to understand that it's still going to take that time, bro. You can't skip time, bro. You can't skip the steps. You my girl today, you my wife tomorrow. 3 years we divorced because I didn't know about the trauma. You know what I mean? We didn't go through anything. Like, no chick never called my phone and you ever had to react no type of way. But then after we married, a chick called my phone, now you react. I don't know how to take you because we never been through nothing. So we just rush right into it. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. People like, you know how women be like, oh, well, what qualities do your women have? And I could tell you, or what qualities I believe I want in a woman, right? And then she could provide that, and another quality that I didn't expect to come with that quality that I don't like.
Right.
One woman, I told her I like clingy women, so she was a clingy woman. And when she showed me that, it was like, oh, like hold on, like I ain't gotta. And then she said to me, it wasn't even a this real, wasn't an argument name. I told you I was clingy. You said you like clingy women. Don't say you like clingy women. Say you like affectionate women. She was woman enough to teach me that. Shout out to her. You feel me?
Yeah.
I appreciate you though, man. Give me your time and your input, man. We go. Matter of fact, I'm about to come over there because ain't nobody over here fucking with me. Nobody got no input on
Ain't nobody
nothing.
was going anyway. Listen, I was gonna wait till we finished. I was gonna jump off and just start my night.
Oh,
man.
you done? What time is it? Oh, I still got time. Oh yeah, we the fuck out of here. It's only 8:30. I appreciate y'all for coming through here fucking with me like y'all do. You understand what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down. Then get back with y'all tomorrow around the same time, same place. Figure it out. POP, what's up, baby? Hold it down. Mama, I love you.